everyone, and welcome back. Jackclone here. Today we'll be taking a look at the best places to jump in Fortnite Season 7. The jump locations will be based on three categories. These three categories include the best places to jump to get loot, the best places to jump to get kills, and the best places to jump to get the easy dubs. First on the list is the loot category. Here we are at Frosty Flights. I put at number 1 on the list. The list isn't in any specific order, but they are in order of categories. Frosty Flights is a new addition to Season 7. Has many item spawns, and also has spawns of airplanes and ATVs depending on where you're at in the city. So here you can see that there are many item spawns even on the roof of this main building. Let's take a look inside to see what the inside of this building looks like. I did do this on playground mode just so you can see every single item spawn that there is along with every chest, just to show the extravagance of how much loot there is in this place. And honestly, even if you come here end game and take a look around, most of this building here is not looted. That far side over there to the east, it typically isn't looted. Every time I come here, I find chests, I find item spawns. For some reason, no one touches it. Not yet, at least, till we get deeper into the season, I'm sure. So let's just take a look. We're going to try and start from the top here and work our way down. And we're going to try to get through this as quickly as possible because we have a lot of content to cover. Also, I do apologize for my weird sounding mic. I got a different setup going on right now, so I have to figure out a way to make my mic sound a little better. If not, then I have to invest in a new mic, obviously. And before we get any further into the video, if you guys do like the content, please like and subscribe. So we have now covered that little side of the wing here. Let's take a trip down these stairs and let's see what we got here. Another item spawn. Go through these doors here. 2 item spawns with a chest. I mean, this place is literally covered in loot. Covered. Now, I would choose to loot this area compared to the hangars, which I will show you later on in the video here. Just due to the fact that all this loot's really close and relatively easy to get. So here we are at the hangars. Each of these hangars do spawn an airplane, which is really helpful if you're trying to make, quick rotations after you get the loot that you want. But here on the first floor, you can see there's many ammo crates, item spawns. There's a chest here on the bottom floor. And if you go to the second floor, another item spawn, another ammo crate, and another chest. Let's just take a look at the second wing here. So here we are at the second hangar. Again, we have item spawns on the floor. We also have, again, 2 chests and many ammo crates to go around in case you need ammo. Looking outside of it, this is a little new addition they've added. It's a Christmas tree. You've seen Christmas trees all over the main cities and other areas such as that. They have item spawns around them. And more airplanes to get you to where you need to go. Next on the list is Happy Hamlet. This is probably my favorite addition to the new season here. Happy Hamlet has so much loot. Probably the most loot clustered area in the map to this day. More so than anywhere else. Literally my favorite place. This is what it looks like when you're going into Hamlet from the east side. I'm not going to show this entire area because it'll take forever to get through all of the loot, but I will run through some of my favorite areas here. So we have 2 item spawns, another Christmas tree with spawn underneath the tree, item spawn. Let's go into this house real quick just to show off the loot here. Item spawn, chest. I don't typically loot that building. I really just go to this one. This is like my main building. The loot is so compact, and there's really good loot here. So we got 2 item spawns, a chest behind here. There's a ammo crate there, item spawn here. Run up the stairs, item spawn, chest, 2 ammo crates. Go up again, item spawn. Item spawn. Go up one more time. We have a chest. Typically there's an item spawn here. It's not spawning. And then there's typically an item spawn on this bed, which again isn't spawning. So I'll just continue my route here. This is the route that I take when I land here. You can do this in, squads, duos, solos, whatever you want to play. So then I come over here. I break into the building. I try and stay close to this east side. That way when I drop down, I'm up here. Get this chest, item spawn. Ammo crate, item spawn. Item spawn. Out the door here. Go up. I want to say there's usually an item spawn here. Go down. This is that same place with the chest and the little shop area. And then this place is pretty much hit. This place has a chest in it sometimes. So we'll break this open real quick. Boom, chest. And this is really, really quick looting. That's why I really like this place. Like, you can get a lot of loot in a really, really fast time period. 2 item spawns down on the first floor. Item spawn here. Another chest. Boom. Let's just break this bed just so we can break out faster. Alrighty, let's move on to these 2 buildings. And this is pretty much like the last of my looting routine here. So there's an item spawn under the bed, under the staircase, and there's an item spawn or a chest spawn here. Let's break this. We'll just build over. Get inside this building here. Item spawn. Item spawn. I want to say there's usually an item spawn in this bathroom. We'll go to the top floor first and then work our way down. Item spawn. Chest. Item. I want to say like 80% of the bathrooms in this whole city have item spawns in them, so make sure you open all the doors and check the bathrooms. You never know when you'll find your minis or your full boys. 2 item spawns here, item spawn there, item spawn there. Go down to the very first floor, chest spawn. Also, make sure you check under the staircases. There's usually ammo crates under those. That goes for all main cities. And that's pretty much the end of my little loot route. The third area we have on our list is Paradise Palms. This place is super underrated. Again, there are a ton of loot here. A ton of loot. This is one of the places that I mainly drop when I'm playing solos. Obviously in duos and squads, you know, it's kind of like a team effort to drop places. Kind of like Happy Hamlet here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because it would take so long to get through it all. But I will show a bit here. So if we come over to this first house here on the left, if you're coming in from the main entrance, we have a chest, garage, usually an item spawn here, sometimes an item spawn here, item spawn there, item spawn, come up here, we get a chest, item spawn. And like Hamlet, the loot's really clustered here, which is another reason why I like it, because you can get a lot of looting done once you get a good routine. And, you know, just leave in a few minutes with a ton of loot. So here we have another item spawn, ammo crate, chest. Move into the main house here, item spawn, chest. Now this isn't usually the way I loot this place. This house here is usually the one that I run to. That way I'm like on a corner and my rotations are strictly up to me. Okay, so here we have an item spawn over there. We have an item spawn here. You can hear the chest in here. Typically there's an item spawn on top of this roof. Come up here. Chest there. Item spawn, chest here. There's also an item spawn on top of the roof here. Come down here. Item spawn. There's an item spawn here. And then a chest back here. Running over here, there's an item spawn in this corner. You can hit this house, item spawn. There used to be an item spawn in this garage, but it doesn't spawn here anymore. It spawns right here. So there's an item spawn right outside the garage. Item spawn in here. Also an ammo crate beside the bed. Chest. And this is usually the way that I loot this exact way here. So starting from that house to over here, this is pretty much how I do it. Grab that chest, build up here, item spawn. There's an item spawn back there. I typically don't grab that one because it's not good loot. If it was that campfire, obviously I'd grab that, but item spawn. There's usually an item spawn here. Chest, item spawn. Come in here, item spawn. And you can also go out this way because there's an item spawn up here. Typically, I just skip that place and I just walk over here. Item spawn here. There's a chest here, because when you come over here, you can see over there just to see if it's worth getting. Typically, again, it's not. Item spawn there. Now from here, you can either choose to rotate into the stores, cross over the middle here, because there's item spawns and a chest and a vending machine, or you can go out to the car wash slash gas station that way and go to the hotel. And fourth on the list, we have Wailing Woods. Now, some, if not most of you, will probably hate me for this. Wailing Woods hasn't always been a fan favorite and still really isn't. But in Season 7, Wailing Woods is highly, highly underrated. You can literally drop here in a squad and get remotely decent loot for the whole squad, including shield. Especially with all the mushrooms surrounding Wailing Woods, you can actually leave here with some really good loot no matter what game mode you play in. So I'm going to start here in the center because this is like the main area, and this is where you can really get a really good loot routine going, especially on solos, because you don't have to work around everybody else. So as you see, I built over one spawn location for an item. If you go to the center here, there's a chest under the very top roof. If you go around the outskirts of the center, you can also find a few more item spawns. We're not going to waste our time with that though, because that's not the main focus here. We're going to break down into the bunker. We have an item spawn as soon as you drop down. There's a chest that spawns up here, which I will show you real quick. Chest spawns here. Now, this, again, is super, super clustered loot. Wailing Woods itself is a very spaced out city, but with the addition of the portals that they have now, you can teleport to all the main looting locations very, very fast. So I'm just going to run through almost every place here just really fast. It shouldn't take as long as Paradise or Hamlet. Another thing, this place again has a decent rotation out. So not only can you rotate inner city by the portals, but you can also rotate out by that main rift there. And also, since they added airplanes, you can go to an airplane right here, which isn't too far away from Wailing. So, furthering on our loot journey here, I'm just going to run through. I'm not even going to call everything out, because this one you can pretty much see everything. So that is the first floor here. All around the second floor we have item spawns in front of every single portal. If you don't know what portals do, portals transport you to the houses inside Wailing Woods. We will be taking a look at that in this video also, but for future reference, that is what they do. So you literally just walk through the portal, it brings you into a house, and if you're quick enough about it, you can really loot a house in the matter of just a few minutes. Chest here. Let's go upstairs, and they're actually changing the houses. One of the houses that I jumped through the portals has changed a lot. I don't want to break that chest there. It's gotten really, 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 really big. I don't know, what their goal is. Maybe they're trying to make Wailing Woods more popular. Hopefully this video helps make Wailing Woods a bit more popular, because it's actually underrated. Okay, so there's one house. Let's go over to the next. There are 4 portals, so it kind of can be time consuming if you're not quick about it, but again, just like anything, once you get it down to a science, you can get it done pretty quick here. Let's bust out. Yeah, we'll just bust in. Tons and tons of item locations, tons of chests. Some of the chests are a little hard to find. Just be careful not to break them, obviously. Alright, let's hop back down. And the portals have infinite uses, so you can just go back and forth through portals, if you need to. And we're just going to keep pushing to the right, that way we don't get lost. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of which portals we've used. Chest here, garage. Let's go into the main house. Item spawns. Item spawns. I want to say there's usually another chest. There it is. Behind that wall there. Okay, let's go down to the basement. This house really doesn't have too much going for it, which is okay. And I want to say it's this last house here that it grew so much. So much. Like, it's huge. It's like a mansion inside of Wailing Woods, and I don't remember it being that big. It could be, but I don't remember it being that big. So we have item spawn, chest, item spawn. Staircases here. Item spawn. Chest. Item spawn. Item spawn. Go up one more floor. Ammo crate. Item spawn. Chest behind the bed. Item spawn. Item spawn. Willing Woods is super underrated. I'm telling you, there is so much loot here. It's honestly mind-blowing. And like once you get the map down in your head, it's super easy to loot. Super easy. Like we pretty much ran through that whole house without breaking furniture in that amount of time, which is good. And the last loot area that we have on the list is Tilted Towers. Big shocker, right? This one doesn't need too much of an introduction or too much of a walkthrough because everybody's been through Tilted Towers and everybody knows about it. There are some secret chests, so keep your eyes out for that. Secret chests and item spawns. But again, everyone's been through Tilted Towers. I'm not going to walk you guys through this one. I'm not here to waste any of your time. Just trying to give a good detailed explanation and visualization on what these places do look like. I am sorry for the drawn out videos, but I do like to give as much detail as possible so no one is steered in the wrong direction.